Hi, how's it going? Why did I wave? Hello! No. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Loser Club. Today I've got 3 more things to talk about, so let's not waste any time, let's get straight into it. Firstly, I want to suggest a film called Green Book, which is on Amazon Prime. It's a film that came out last year and it was one of my favourite films of the year. The reason I'm suggesting it now is because things like this on Amazon Prime tend to have limited time, so I don't want it to be on there and everyone to miss it. The film stars Viggo Mortensen playing Tony Lip. You might remember him best from playing Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, and Mahershala Ali, who plays Dr. Don Shirley. I recognise him best from playing Cottonmouth in Luke Cage on Netflix. The premise of the film is that Dr. Don Shirley is a famous pianist who decides that he wants to go on a tour of the Deep South. Now, this is in the early 60s, so around this time it wasn't very safe for black people to go travelling around in those sorts of places. So they had a green book, which would give them some of the more friendly places to stay and to eat. Now, for him to be able to do this journey relatively safely, he decides that he needs a driver/bodyguard to kind of look out for him while he's down there, which is where Tony Lip, Viggo Mortensen's character, comes into play. The film mainly builds on their relationship as they go through the stage, because they start off very kind of uneasy about each other. Viggo Mortensen's character, he's American-Italian, so he's kind of looked down on by Dr. Don Shirley because he's a little bit more upper class, the way that he talks and acts and all the things that he has and where he comes from. Their relationship just grows throughout the film and it is so heartwarming to watch and see. It's really funny the way that they bounce off of each other. But the film itself is also quite intense and heartbreaking to really show you exactly what it was like for those people back in those days. But it was an absolutely fantastic film and it is without a doubt worth a watch, especially if it is going to be on a limited time on Amazon Prime. Secondly, we have a TV series on Netflix called 100 Humans. It's a relatively new program that they've just put on in the past month or so, but it is incredibly fascinating to watch. The basic idea of the show is they get 100 humans, obviously, and they get them to participate in a load of different experiments. Every episode naturally has a different topic or a different study that they're going by. Like they talk about the difference between genders, it looks at a kind of stereotyping, it looks at the kind of life quality between different age groups. But the main thing is it's just a really interesting thing to see how different people react. They have 100 people, but they're all very different people, and they all have different opinions and different ways that they think. It's a really good game for yourself as well, because you might want to get involved with some of the experiments that they are doing and see how you think and how you react to it. But the way that it is produced, it is really funny, it is so interesting, and it is 100% worth a watch. Finally, I want to look at a show that I really enjoyed that is on Amazon Prime, and it is called The Boys. It's a Prime original. It's essentially an anti-superhero TV program. There's a superhero world, superheroes are around, however they are owned by a company called Vought, which means that they are constantly being monetized and marketed, which has made them quite bitter and not very nice people. Something quite bad happens at the start of the first episode, and the main character who this happens to, he decides he's going to go after the superheroes because they're the ones that have caused it. He teams up with a couple of other people as he goes, and they become kind of vigilantes against the system. It can be quite gory in places. I'd say it's like a 15 to 18 kind of rating. So if you're watching it as a family, I would suggest kind of follow that 15 rating because it is quite intense for quite a lot of the program. However, it is wicked because it's just such a different take on superheroes, especially with the Marvel and the DC superhero films that are out. It's really interesting to see that other side of how superheroes could go if they were around in the real world. Okay, that's everything. If you liked what you saw, then please click the like button and subscribe below. If you have any of your own recommendations, then please feel free to comment below and we'll see if we maybe get them in a future video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.